Hey, I want to start off this video with a little disclaimer. Look, this is not a final review. This isn't a early impressions. This is my time, my meager amount of time with this device, and I wanted to share some of the things I've discovered using this phone. And yeah, it's going to be a cheesy unboxing, but still, my time with the phone and some other things I'd like to share with you about the phone and getting the phone. So, without any ado, roll the opening. Before I start this, the first thing that really stands out about this phone isn't about the phone. It's about how I acquired this phone and how much stress this phone, well, the transaction that presented. And I want to try and do this as quickly as possible and not take away from the phone itself. I want to stress, if you're interested in getting this phone, you want to do your homework. You want to be clear with T-Mobile on how it works, getting this phone. Now, moving on to the phone itself, and hopefully I can edit a lot of that down. But the phone itself, it's huge. Let me just say this right now. This phone is huge. 6.8 inches on a diagonal, and yeah, it's a bit wieldy. I've been using it without a case. I just got a case, and I'm going to make a video of that. The cases are available, by the way. Cases are available. I think I seen OtterBox actually came out with a case for this phone. So there are accessories, screen protectors and whatnot. The biggest thing with this phone I enjoy immensely is the clean operating system. Weighted down a little bit, typical T-Mobile stuff in here. You know, T-Mobile Tuesday. I added. There's the T-Mobile folder in here. Of course, I use the visual voicemail. I don't know what this play is. There were a few other things. I think they were forcing you to get Facebook. I managed to actually, I think I deleted it. There was a few apps in here. Had to do a force close and disable. I think even Amazon was forced upon me. But it's really interesting. They did work closely with Google, and you can see it. Some of these apps are not. Twitter I added. iHeartRadio I added, but like the messaging app was right out of the box. It was Android messaging. The dialer is really pretty much the Google or Pixel dialer. In here, I've yet to get many calls on this phone because it's on a separate line that not many people in the family use. What else? That was the impressive thing with this was the how clean and how not terribly weighted down. You get these phones from carriers, especially these kind of branded carrier phones. They're just heavily pimpled with different games and services and stuff like that. I will give that was the one of the wow things. Another thing that drew me to this phone, NFC. I don't know if you can see a little N right there. It has NFC. So now this particular model, the Pro model, has the ability to do NFC. Google Pay or Google Wallet, whatever it is this week. The battery, 5,000 milliamps. It's huge. It's a really big battery, and there was one day recently, I think yesterday or the day before, I was using it, listening to music, watching videos, playing. Did I put the birds on here? No, I didn't get to get around to putting the birds on here. Angry Birds, I play a lot. I didn't put that on here yet, but I know I was one day just really listening to a lot of music. What else is there about the phone that stood out? Oh, that was the thing. I was shocked. I didn't know about this. This has wireless charging. The Pro model has wireless charging. Okay, it's that I'm sorry. For a phone at value at $219 has wireless charging. And yes, that cursed 60 hertz screen it has. Oh my goodness. 720p screen it does have. And yes, I will admit, when I was dealing with the person in sales, because we were using this phone to get the information, because I was getting text messages on this particular line to show him, and the viewing angles was like, do I have to turn it up? And then realize, oh, looking it straight ahead, yeah, on the angle it does get a little fuzzy there. The screen is bright enough inside, but outside, okay. I'm going to right now drop video from me doing a quick test here. Now, this is the rear-facing camera, video camera on the Revvl 6 Pro, 1080p at 60 frames per second. This is a general test. I used the rear camera once already, and it was probably user error. I didn't tap to set focus. It was blurry as hell. Air conditioner's running. How's the microphone? Is it coming through? I'm going to find out in a minute, because I'm about to flip it over and replay this. But I'm going to use it if it comes out good this time. So rear camera, video camera on the Revvl 6 Pro. So I am using my Joby mini tripod to help me hold this. Let me get this straighter. This is the front-facing camera of the Revvl. I always get this confused. Revvl 6 Pro. Front-facing camera. I know it's only can do 30 frames per second at 1080p. I just wanted to get a sample out there. How's the microphone? I don't know. This is the first time I'm actually using the camera for video. Did the rear, now I did the front. I'll snag this picture and put it in the video here, but here's a picture of me prepping, making my breakfast, and I saw all the different colors, and to me it looks good. I mean, it's serviceable. I don't know how it sound. I don't want to sound bad about it, but it took a decent photo of the food I had in front of me. I had no problem with it. Fingerprint sensor, it has one on the side, but it's a little wonky at times if you don't hit it right on the money. Of course, it's performing well because it's on video. Why not? Why not? It's working now. But at times, you miss the target, you miss it, don't hit it right. It can be a little frustrating, and then you get the have to put your pin number in there. Yeah, look at that. I mean, if you look at if you're a Pixel owner watching this, this is what you get. This is the settings in here. It's running Android 12, so there's no set schedule, no wording on is it going to get Android 13? I did read up that apparently the Revvl phones, they do an okay job of keeping up on security patches and whatnot, and upgrades. How long and how many upgrades this phone's going to get, we just don't know yet. Now, what am I on? There we go. I'm behind. I'm surprised, but then again, they did get a security update when I first came out of the box, so it's only up to July's update right now. One speaker, okay, one down-firing speaker, does come with a headphone jack. Now, presently, the headphones I have are recorded. You definitely get. I can't get it any louder. The headphones I have are really high quality headphones, and as much as how loud it is, you can tell the headphones want to take more juice in to make it boomer, bigger, bang. I don't know how else to say it. Put cordless, Bluetooth headphones. I have my Sony's on here, and yes, then you get the bass and the treble, and you get everything. Headphones, you really want to drive that sound to your ear holes. So there was a bit of a, it has one, but then what kind of, what performance you're going to get out of this if you're really a audiophile. It's nice having a cord. Yes, it does. It does have a micro SD expansion, I believe up to a terabyte. I only have a 32 gig in here. Of course, the 5G. And it has all the bands, all the T-Mobile bands you want. Now, let's talk about, is this a phone right now? Can I recommend? Yeah, yeah. As you can tell, I'm on the fence. It's early, so I really, what? I'm not going to answer that question. I'm not going to even put that out there. Let's check back in a month from now. Let me see. I am overloaded presently with things to do with phones that I can't concentrate on just one phone, and that's why I said it in my in the beginning of the video. I'm only want to get this video out there to show you, share what little time I have had with the device. It's been a solid device, surprisingly, for a branded phone. And it's T-Mobile phone. I find, I don't know who made it. I want to say the people at Lenovo. I want to say made this phone, because it has a lot of the chirps and the beeps and the notifications is all older Motorola sounds that come through here. I don't know if I get the T-Mobile ding ding, the T-Mobile chime. So I don't know if you can see fingerprints on this. This is me rocking it all this time without a screen protector, without anything, protecting it. I like how, I don't know if it shows, you can see this here, camera pixel. Like, what are they trying to say here? They're trying to, why do you have to bring in the word pixel in here? It makes me think, It's been solid. I'm pleased with it. I want to see what these phones can do, and I'm going to report back in a few weeks, maybe a month or so, and really give that final review on T-Mobile Revvl 6 Pro. I'm Mike Dixon. Thanks for stopping by. If you're new here, first time stopping by, consider subscribing, hitting that notification bell. Return subscribers, as always, I am so appreciative of you hanging in there. And for all the new ones that just recently joined, thank you for joining the membership here. So I'm going to get out of here. As always, Enjoy your tech. I'm out. Click.